may not be alone.
Welcome to the Michigan UFO Sightings and Paranormal Encounters podcast, where we explore the unexplained and mysterious phenomena that have occurred throughout the state of Michigan and beyond.
From UFO sightings to ghostly encounters, we delve deep into the stories, the evidence, and the theories behind these strange events.
We are your hosts. I'm Michelle.
And I'm Wayne.
We are an educator duo that after an encounter with a triangular UFO in 2018 in Michigan, we decided to investigate UFOs and the paranormal. In this podcast, we will be speaking with eyewitnesses, experts, and researchers to uncover the truth about some of the most intriguing cases of paranormal activity in and around Michigan.
Our goal is not to convince anyone of the existence of these phenomena, but rather to provide a platform for discussion and exploration. So, buckle up and join us on this journey down the paranormal rabbit hole.
On an escalator.
Wait for it. Hello, everyone.
Hey, everyone.
Man, oh man. Well, good evening, everyone, and welcome to the start of the 6th season of the Michigan UFO Sightings and Paranormal Encounters. Tonight, we're diving into one of the most mysterious frontiers on our planet, the deep ocean.
Or maybe not.
Or maybe not. Our guest has not arrived yet, but once he gets here, we will definitely bring him on. But while humanity has explored the surface of the moon and mapped parts of Mars, the truth is that much of Earth's own oceans remain largely unexplored. In fact, scientists estimate that over 80% of the ocean remains unmapped and largely unknown. For thousands of years, sailors, fishermen, and explorers have reported encounters with massive unknown creatures beneath the waves, sea serpents, giant predators, and mysterious animals that seem to defy what we think we know about marine life.
One of my personal favorites, sirens.
Oh yeah, sirens and the sirens and the merfolk. I believe. Yeah. So are these simply myths and legends passed down through generations, or could some of these stories point to real creatures that science has yet to discover? And if he arrives, tonight's guest has spent years exploring exactly those questions.
I was going to say, I don't think it really going to read the bio right now, Wayne.
Yeah, I think we can just hold off on the bio and let's just talk to some people in chat for right now. We see we got a pretty good crowd out there. So as always, don't forget, hit that like, share, and subscribe for us, everybody. So, all right, what do we got? Who's out there?
Wayne, what is your favorite sea monster?
Probably, I want to say is it Megalodon, the giant shark, the Meg?
Yes.
Yeah, that's probably my favorite because, well, we know that actually existed at some point, but I need to rephrase.
With or without Jason Statham.
Well, that was cool. I'm going to tell you, I really liked the whole Megalodon movie and all that stuff. I thought that was pretty neat and how intelligent it was. But to be perfectly honest, the sea creature that I like the most, its scientific name is Architeuthis, better known as the giant squid. Those huge squids that live deep under the ocean that will be killed by whales, or they die of old age and then they end up washing up on shore. But nobody has ever seen a real live giant squid, or Architeuthis, I think it's how it's pronounced, Architeuthis. And yeah, you can find whales. What's really cool, and I think that's where the whole idea of the Kraken comes from. What's really cool is that you look at whales and you can tell whales will eat these things, And you can see that they've been in battles with these giant squids. They'll have huge suction cuts on the outside of the body of the whale, like the blue whales, which are the largest, animals on the planet. They'll have scars. And then when those whales die and they wash up on shore, they will cut open the stomach of these creatures to see what they're eating. The whales, they'll cut them open and they'll find giant beaks that are not dissolved by the bodies or the stomach of the whale. And it's really cool that nobody has seen these things like in the wild at all. So that's probably my favorite. And I remember watching National Geographic and all these discovery shows about the Architeuthis, the giant squid. I don't know, Michelle, what about you? Sirens?
Still favorite, my sirens and my merfolk. So, but one of the funniest things is when, like in my mythology class, I'll ask the kids as far as like, if they know anything about the Kraken or whatever, and they'll just kind of look and they'll go, no. And I'm like, oh, time to watch Clash of the Titans. Yeah. So, yep. And I think it's the one with, is it Sam Worthington? It's the newer one.
The newer one.
Yeah. So, and it's a great CGI scene of the Kraken. So I always do show the kids that.
Yeah.
So that they get to see it and see, what a sea monster in mythology looks like.
Yep. So if people didn't notice, we have a poll running. Do you think the oceans are hiding monsters of the deep? So far, 100% of the people that voted, which right now it's at 11 votes, say yes. And I agree with them. I mean, the ocean is freaking huge.
Well, when you have over 80% of it not explored or mapped,
yeah,
I mean, come on.
Do you know a lot of the seafloor that shows as mapped on Google Earth is actually fake? Yeah. Yeah, all those ridges and stuff that you're seeing, that is a lot of that's made up.
Made up by who?
Google. Yeah, because they can't penetrate 7 miles of water and know what that ocean floor looks like. So they kind of make it up.
Do you think it's almost like a sandy film at some point that can't penetrate, and so then it's underneath that?
Yeah, much of the ocean seafloor, and if Max was here, he could hopefully back me up on this, but if I understand it correctly, once you get to a certain depth, it's just covered in a lot of sediment. So any like deep chasms and mountain ranges and things like that are basically filled in and covered. So most of the seafloor is just flat and barren. I know the Pacific Ocean's a lot like that. Now, the Atlantic Ocean may be different because in the middle of the Atlantic, we have that mid-ocean ridge, which is where the two plates are dividing under the sea. That creates the sea mounts with the lava and magma coming up, and it pushes the plates away. So Europe is moving to the east, and the United States, North America, and Canada, and all that good stuff are moving to the west. So, and they're being pushed by that mid-ocean ridge, the mid-Atlantic ridge in this case. So, yeah, about a centimeter a year or something like that is about how much it moves.
I was going to say, why do I feel like this is going to definitely be a subject that we come back to at a later date?
Yeah. Yep.
I know that Mark is working on getting a hold of our guests.
Oh, okay. Thanks, Mark.
So that's
Mark Eddy.
Yep.
He's also the co-host of Third Eye Blind with Sir Brian Bowden, which is a great show. Everybody, you should look that up and go subscribe and help them out on that channel.
Seriously, even just for the unicorn song.
Yeah, the unicorn song for sure.
I love the unicorn song.
Yep. So,
boy, my YouTube's acting wonky.
Yeah, you're starting to glitch a little bit there.
I am glitching.
So sorry, everyone. I did email our guest earlier this morning with the links and everything. So, not sure, but Mark's on it. I emailed him the link again. So I know he was excited to come on the show and he was all set to do it. I have a decent set of questions for him, so we'll give him a little bit of time. And what do you guys think? So in chat, why don't you guys put in what is your favorite sea creature / sea monster or myth of the seas? Go ahead and throw that in there. I know somebody's got to put the ghost ships in there, right?
Who's bringing up Nessie?
Well, that's not in the ocean, honey. That's Loch Ness.
Well, that's still water.
Well, yeah. So what do you guys like out there? What is your favorite myth of the ocean? Merfolk, the Kraken. What do you guys think? Type it in chat. Come on. You guys get to be the guest for right now. I like dolphins and whales, mermaids. Okay, yep. There's one for you, Michelle. There's
Leviathan.
Isn't Leviathan the
It's a
same
sea serpent?
The sea serpent. Okay. I thought Kraken and Leviathan were kind of one and the same.
See, here come the mermaid people.
The mermaid people.
Yes.
Here they come.
I hate when they put some of those videos out there, though, showing where they allegedly caught a mermaid in a net. I'm like, no, you didn't.
People are just trying to be funny and, giant serpent. I see Nathaniel, or no, that's Nathan from the Quantum Show. Another great show, everybody. Make sure you go and check out the Quantum Show with Nathan. Good show. Talk about all kinds of crazy things, quantum. Let's see. Dorothy says, my brother used to scare me with a story about a whale swallowing an ocean liner full of people. Totally made up, but he was 4 years older and could convince me of just about anything. Yeah, that's, when you're little, that's how that goes, Absolutely. That's cool. A whale. Kind of like the Moby Dick story, right? And then there's the biblical story, right? Jonah and the whale. So Michelle's doing her quick research.
I'm looking just to see what would be considered like a sea monster. So, and again, water-based. When they talked about the sea serpent, I'm getting ready to start Norse mythology within the next few days.
That's
so cool. My kids and I will be talking about the Jormungandr.
Ooh, the Jormungandr.
Time for the serpents.
So yeah, the giant serpent. Is that the giant serpent you were thinking of, Nathan? The Norse mythology.
He could have been thinking of like the Leviathan is a giant serpent.
That. Yeah. Yep. Now, what's interesting is I am curious from a UFO, UAP / USO kind of perspective. I wonder if a lot of things that sailors saw back in the day when they were talking about lights and things like that were actual like UFOs, and they just didn't really have the knowledge to be able to tag them, to say, hey, this is some extraterrestrial ship. So why are you making that face, Michelle?
Who, me? I don't know.
Oh.
I'm reading.
Oh, okay.
So, well, they're saying here as far as like sea monsters, the Hydra, but the Hydra was swampy water.
Yeah.
I mean, I know that there's some visual depictions of the Hydra.
Yep.
In like an ocean setting, but that's not what I was necessarily thinking of.
Well, I'm
going down a rabbit hole.
Well, let me ask you this, Michelle, since you're the guest tonight.
No, I am not.
Hey, you're the mythology teacher.
No,
so
I am not the guest tonight.
What do you think the purpose of the myths, if we're talking about just stories, just the myths of these creatures existing in the sea, what do you think the purpose of those were? Tales of caution?
I'm thinking, well, I would think tales of caution. So, but that's
maybe a psyop you spread stories about scary sea monsters in a place where you don't want your competitors that are pirates or some other company of the sea,
I don't know if
right?
they would necessarily go into psyop. I mean, but I would think tales of caution,
Mhm.
especially for the sailing ships back then, and just the fear of the unknown. You've got these vast bodies of water. Even if they never even saw anything, it could be just the mind's trickery playing on
Oh
them.
yeah. Well, and you think too, there's bioluminescence types of creatures and things like that. Imagine being on an ancient sailing ship and you're looking over the side at night. You're on night watch, making sure, the ship doesn't run into anything. And you look over and you see these glowing creatures under the water, you know, you're going to be freaked out and you don't know what they are.
I don't know. When I think of like cautionary tales, and this is a family story. So when my mom was alive and my nephew Corey was just a little one, they lived on Belleville Lake. So my brother and his wife and little boy, he was probably about 4 or 5 years old at the time. And the way that my mom would keep him away from the lake was she would tell him that the devil was in the water.
Mm.
So it cautionary tale, because he psychologically believed that the devil was in the water, he never went near it. So that was something that my mom always worried about, was obviously them living on the lake and then
Yeah.
little man at the time, having an accident.
Yeah. Cause, well, I'm sure, back in the day, a lot of children and people would drown. They don't understand the tides and rip tides and things that happen. But this is what I was talking about. This is an image of an Arthoteuthis, or the giant squid, getting attacked and probably eaten on by this giant whale here. Now, this is a depiction, but there have been whales that have been, seen and photographed all the time that have these marks and stuff on them, and they're suction cup like cuts, because those suction cups are ringed with like little teeth, and they will dig in, and the whales eat them, and I think they also attack the whales as well. But um just real quick, it says it is not known what the giant squids eat precisely. According to some, it can be deep sea crabs and fish, or some octopus species. Sometimes they switch the place with sperm whales, which then become the prey. So the squid catches the whale with its longest tentacle and uses the rest of them to stick itself to the ocean floor. Oh, then it waits for the whale to drown.
Ooh.
After catching the prey, the squid pulls it to the beak and cuts with toothed tongue. Oh, creepy. Before the food reaches the esophagus. Squids, what does that say?
Is it corneous jaws?
Corneous jaws can supposedly cut steel rope.
Dang.
Now imagine one of those coming up and hunting your sailing ship, right? It's like that close to the surface. And that's those images of like the Kraken with the tentacles reaching around the old sailing ship. It is believed that giant squids hunt alone, as specimens have only been caught separately. So check out this anatomy. It says the length, including extended tentacles, is about 10 meters in males and 13 meters in the women or females. So that would be just multiplied by 3. You're talking 30 feet.
No, thank you.
Yeah, no. And something that looks completely alien to this
No,
planet.
thank you.
And then there are some cases of a specimen of 17.8 meters, 18.5 meters with tentacles recorded. So they're recording these things. These are these things that wash up on the shore. The giant squid is the number one when it comes to animal eye size, which is about 30 centimeters in diameter. Now, about 2.5 centimeters is about an inch. So you're figuring what, 15 inches, over a foot in diameter. The longest diameter so far was measured to be 40 centimeters. And thank you, Dorothy Hawkins. Love the topics you two cover.
We would love to cover the subject even deeper with our expert, but I think we're going to have to try to rebook him, and it's probably not going to be until May.
Yeah, because we are booked up into April right now.
Yeah, so I had to remind Wayne when Easter was. So we're not going to have a show on Easter Sunday.
Yeah, that's correct. So what is that, May or April 5th? Yeah. So no show on April 5th. But man, this is I hope this isn't a sign of things to come with the start of our 6th season here.
No. We've got Miss Gemma coming back to talk about her book and everything.
Yes, the lovely Gemma Jade has released a new book. These guys are going to
get a kick out of my tattoo that I'm getting at the end of the month. Driver is becoming permanent.
Yep. Let's see. Oh no, Mark Eddy. All right, Mark.
I got to.
Mark says, if the guest is absent, do I have to dance on the pole for the remainder of the show?
Better you than me.
Dude, stop it. Yeah. Wait a minute, though. I think, let's see. Oh, I don't have it anymore, do I? Darn it. Oh, yes, I do. Hold on.
Oh, no.
Yep.
What are you going to do?
The UFO takes the cat away.
About how it feels tonight.
No kidding. Well, you know what? To be fair, let's talk about this.
Oh my God. Are we talking about time change? Oh.
Yeah. We're in the Eastern time zone here in Michigan. And
our
lost
guest
an hour.
Is what, Pennsylvania?
Pennsylvania, I believe. I'm not 100% sure, but just have Mark Eddy come on the show.
So I'm telling you, this time
How about you,
change, it sucks the life out of you.
Yeah.
What states don't do time change anymore?
That's a good question.
Well, and I know that like Arizona and Nevada, one does and one doesn't, because I noticed that on
Arizona split like
something like that. I remember seeing it on a clock once when we flew into Arizona. So, but
Google that junk, Michelle. Find out.
Here I go. Jump on Google. So, but here's the thing. We've said, like, here in the northeastern states, just give everybody Monday off after time change, because
if you're gonna do a time change, make it a federal holiday that the Monday afterwards is. Do you know this is when the most accidents happen in the morning as well?
Well, that's a good thing. My kids' cars in the shop.
Well, yeah, right, exactly. Yeah.
Although the way people have been driving lately,
we can talk a little UFO stuff, just a little bit. I can't.
Okay, Hawaii and Arizona
are
the only two states that do not observe daylight savings time.
Okay, so everybody in the U.S. loses.
We are sorry to all the other states that are.
It's crazy.
In this, it is. It's horrible.
Well, want to let you guys know as well. Sound effects. You got it. I got a little soundboard here. Not many, but here we go. Oh, please.
So, Wayne, what do you think is going to happen with the government documents? That they said that they were going to release?
Which ones?
I am looking at this question right here. Where are the government
docs on UFOs they said they were going to release? What do you think will happen there? Oh. What do I think about that? Well, that's funny that you bring that up, Michigan Eddy, because there's going to be a new documentary coming out soon by none other than Ron James, and it's going to be, I want to say, you know what? I don't even want to say the name of it. I'm not going to say the name of it. It's a part 2, but until it's released and everything. But our guest that we've had on a few times, Benny Fogan, and his medal that he recovered from a UFO, is one of the spotlights in that video. And it really, really is interesting. And I'm going to try to get Ron James on here to talk about his new documentary that'll be coming out soon.
When does this documentary come out?
I don't want to say because I don't have the official stuff from him, but let me Ron James.
What did I
MUFON,
think it
he
was
works
like
with
this
MUFON.
summer?
Accidental Truth, UFO Revelations was the first one. The new one he's working on is called, let me pull it up. I want to get this correct. And I'm not prepared because, well, we weren't prepared to talk about this yet. Okay, he doesn't even have it listed yet in IMDb. So it's Accidental Truth something, like part 2. Okay. And all I can say is that Benny's medal is presented in that, and he does a really good job. And I've seen bits and pieces and what Benny has told me. He interviews a ton of people in this, and it's one of the better documentaries that's going to come out about this stuff and the metals and what has happened to it. He's going to talk about the custody and everything of the metal that went out and who had their hands on it, who did what with it. Lou Elizondo, TTSA, all of those guys. Yeah, so that's going to be really, really good. Now, back to your question, the government docs. Honestly, I don't think they're government docs, and that's the problem. I think they're private industry docs, and I think they're Lockheed Martin. It's skunkworks stuff. They have the materials. They have the material. They've been backwards engineering it for years and years and years. And you can't FOIA them. You can't do anything like that to get that stuff from them and get any real answers from them, because they have competitors, and there's also other countries out there that would use it as if we would use it, right? Turning it into the great war machine. And that's kind of the problem, is that humans are humans, and we can't trust what other humans are going to do with these kind of technologies. That's why we get upset when people want nuclear weapons. Imagine them getting, and I know national security and all this stuff, but it's a real thing to think about. If somebody doesn't like your ideology, they don't like your country, they don't like your religion in your country, whatever, okay, and they decide they're going to take some type of a super weapon, put it on a tic tac, and within 3 seconds have it over your major cities, and then it detonates, and you have no idea. You had no way to stop it. You had, what do you do at that point? So, and is Lockheed Martin and Skunkworks the right people to have their hands on this stuff? Who's to say? I mean, Michelle and I got flown over by a giant black triangle in 2018. So, is that Lockheed Martin? Is that the TR-3B? I don't think so. But I had physical effects from it. Will they ever say it's theirs? Probably not. We never find these things out. What does it take? A generation. So like 25 years before they come forward and go, oh yeah, by the way, Agent Orange, yeah, that caused cancer and killed people. And yeah, we're paying out money to, vets from Vietnam and stuff. But, 25 years later. So it seems like they wait a generation before they start admitting things. Oh yeah, all of that stuff about fat being bad for you and food. Oh, no, it was really the sugar stuff. We're glad you guys are on the internet trying to figure that out and starting to learn that insulin is the problem, not fat and meat. So yeah, that's what I think's going on. So, yep.
All right, honey. Well,
I don't know. Guys, this kind of sucks.
what do we have on the docket for next Sunday?
All right, yeah. Why don't we go through the list? Let me pull it up here. You guys will like some of these that we have coming up. And we will. We're going to rebook Mark once we hear from him. I'm sure. I mean, we talked quite a bit and he was excited to come on. So something could have come up. He could have weather. So I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt. I mean,
we've had some crazy weather.
Tornadoes,
in Michigan.
Dude. You know how many people were messaging me about, are you guys okay from the tornadoes? Well, it was on the west side of the state, off of Lake Michigan. We're on the east side.
An hour and 45 minutes west of us, actually southwest. So south of 94.
Wow. Did they ever mark, did they ever determine, was it like F2, F3?
I haven't heard whether it was an EF2 or EF3 yet, but it literally right on a frozen lake in Union City and into Three Rivers. No. South of Battle Creek. So, but it did so much damage to the homes. Bad. They had 4 fatalities, 12 injured. I mean, just crazy when it rips the roof off of Menards.
Yep. Yeah, it was man, that was bad. But let me pull up our,
and we usually don't get tornadoes this early in the year. Maybe later March.
Sometimes. I mean, we got an El Nino situation going on. The ocean is a lot of warm waters along our west coast.
I mean, it worries me what sort of season we're going to have. Yeah. If it's, March 6th and we're already getting a very, destructive tornado to the west of us that caused fatalities. But no, we were okay. However, we had a little bit of a thunderstorm coming through. 11:30 at night, there was a clap of thunder so loud I jumped straight up.
Well, and I slept right through it.
Yeah, so make it make sense.
Yeah.
I'm a lighter sleeper now than I thought I was.
Okay, so let's talk about what we've got coming up, and then we'll let you guys get out of here and everybody can go to bed and try to get a decent rest.
And speaking of Sea of Monsters, I'm gonna probably go back to my Percy Jackson.
Jackson. All right, so coming up, scheduled for March 15th, 2026, we have Pyramid Equal Machine. What if the Great Pyramid of Giza was not a tomb, which we pretty much know was not a tomb, but a functioning machine? So we're going to have on author and researcher Stephen Myers to explore a controversial engineering theory that the Great Pyramid was constructed using sophisticated hydraulic methods and may have operated as a massive water pumping system designed to serve an ancient civilization. Now that's pretty cool. I love stuff about the pyramids and things. And so we're going to have him on next week. So that's Stephen Myers. And then let's see, we have on March 22nd. This is going to be really cool. So we got contacted by a ranch that is right next door and up on the plateau of Skinwalker Ranch. So we're going to have on, I want to say her name is Anna Hetfield, who works and is associated with that ranch that I'm talking to you about. They are from, let me see if I can get this name correct. It's all in Latin. Umbra Viventus Lucas Project. So we are going to speak with Ann Hetfield, who spent 8 months living on property directly adjacent to Skinwalker Ranch in Utah's mysterious Uinta basin. So during that time, she experienced disturbing and fascinating events, including disembodied voices calling for help from empty terrain, a child's voice seemingly trying to lure her into the darkness, a man who appeared to transform into a deer before vanishing. That's real interesting. Motion activated cameras triggered by something unseen, which is interesting because we had our aunt and uncle tell us about something that happened to them while they were driving. And their collision camera went off on their vehicle while they were driving, and there was nothing there. And it never does that accidentally like that. And then there's ongoing paranormal stuff, and they're into consciousness and things like that. So they have a totally different take on Skinwalker Ranch and their I want to say territory, but their property. All right. Then on March 29th, so this is when we're going to be on spring break. That's going to be fun. Born Awakened, UFO abduction, poltergeist house, and non-human intelligence encounters with Samantha Lefker. I hope I'm pronouncing that right, or maybe it's Leifker. But she wrote a book talking about Born Awakened, an otherworldly true story. She says her paranormal experiences began in childhood while growing up in a highly active poltergeist house in Lansing, Michigan, where apparitions, unseen forces, and mysterious entities were part of daily life. So that's going to be awesome. That'll be our last show of this month of March. That'll be
stuff I love to talk about.
Oh yeah. Yeah. And somebody that reached out from Instagram with that stuff. And then we have April 12th, because obviously April 5th is Easter. We're not going to have a show on then. But this one, The God Helmet and AI, Dr. Michael Pressinger's Legacy. This is going to be an interview with Don Hill, who is the inheritor of Dr. Pressinger's God Helmet type of material. So what they had sent us to say was that Michael Pressinger was one of the most controversial and fascinating neuroscientists to study the relationship between the human brain and paranormal experiences. Oh, that's going to be an awesome show. So we're going to be talking to Don Hill, a colleague and friend of Pressinger, who is continuing the scientist's legacy by releasing his research, conversations, and archives into the digital world. So that's going to be awesome. So make sure you catch that one on April 12th. And then one of our most favorite people, our sister from another mister. Yes.
Miss Gemma Jade.
And a new book. Yes, Gemma Jade. And They Didn't Come in Peace. Real Alien Encounters with Gemma Jade, Uninvited is the name of her new book. And so we're going to be talking to returning guest Gemma Jade to discuss her disturbing new book, Uninvited, True Extraterrestrial Encounters. So we're going to be talking to her about that. Yeah. So that's what we have booked so far. And that takes us to April 19th, 2026. So possibly the Sunday after that, we might be able to have Max on. Hopefully he can get back with us and reschedule at that time. So I don't know what that date would be, Michelle.
We'll figure something out.
Yeah. It would be April 26th if everything goes as planned.
Man, I'm telling you, the spring is just flying, but that's okay, because I'm not going to lie. I'm looking forward to summer vacation.
You're looking forward to what?
Summer vacay.
Summer vacation. It's the only thing teachers really look forward
we don't even have. We haven't even had spring break yet. I'm just bypassing everything.
we're just right to spring break.
Lately, it's been that kind of moment.
It's been weird, man. The kids are weird. The staff is weird. Just all kinds of crazy things going on.
So, and then Oh, Wayne did ask me an interesting question today.
I did.
He asked me if I wanted to go hang out with Lita Ford this Saturday.
Oh yeah. So Lita Ford's going to be in town here in Canton, Michigan at the Token Lounge for a benefit show.
So this guy over here, I never got a chance to see Lita Ford, even though I was like a huge fan back in the mid to late 80s,
early 90s.
Early 90s. Know all the words to the songs.
Yeah,
just looking forward to it.
Yeah. So one of the
cool
perks,
if I actually get a chance to meet her.
One of the perks of getting, back with the guys in the band from 30 years ago, and we had our second rehearsal today, so that was cool. So yeah,
there's some fast stuff coming together.
Man, it's like all of the 30 years have been bunched up and just waiting to explode, and now it's exploding all over the place like a
So this guy over here, podcast, musician, and teacher now.
Yeah. Insane in the membrane. Yeah.
Oh, I already told you Cypress Hill was doing something again too. I was seeing little video clips.
Oh, by the way, I guess I should, you know what? If anybody's interested, if you like that music at the beginning and the end of the show here, that's from the album we released a long time ago with my band Thick, spelled Thik. Here is the link. If anybody's interested, I'll drop that in chat. Go check it out. If you like the kind of the Rage Against the Machine, Deftones mixed with Metallica and stuff kind of vibe, check it out. The whole album's up there for you guys. And we do have a date for our reunion show officially.
Hey, happy birthday, Rick.
Rick, happy birthday, sir.
He is 72 young.
Yeah, that's my favorite number. 7 + 2 is 9.
See,
he's only 9 years old, honey.
Magical numbers.
It's fine. It's fine. Yeah.
All right, guys, we're gonna go ahead and
hold on. August 29th, 2026.
Never mind.
Will be the official Thick reunion show at the Diesel Lounge in Chesterfield, Michigan.
Yes, Chesterfield Township.
Yeah. So if anybody is in town during that time, you can come see us play. It's going to be insane. If there's even any room, it's going to be nuts. But sorry, everybody, the guests not showing up. And
we'll come back to the subject of sea monsters. This is
an awesome subject.
One that I'm interested in. Besides my very limited scope, I would like to be able to talk with someone who has done a little bit more research, and I need to do a little bit more research myself too.
Yeah. Hey, thanks, Lance. You too. You have a great week. And just real quick, this is the first time I've ever seen this happen with one of our polls. Are you ready?
Is it 100% straight
It's 100%. So out of 18 votes, do you think the oceans are hiding monsters of the deep? 100% of you said yes. That's awesome. That's the first time I've ever seen that happen. But thanks, everybody. Be keeping an eye out. We got shows lined up until about the middle of April, close to the end of April, and we will get Max back on here, and we'll talk sea monsters, man. This is Diane. I love your show with or without a guest. So thanks, Diane. I really appreciate it. When we're
Wayne was actually able to talk for 47 minutes, folks.
Wow.
Oh, he's going to get me on that one.
Wow.
All right. Have a great night, everyone.
Have a great night. And pray for Michelle. And remember, keep those eyes to that.
Definitely the sky and the water.
Definitely. Good night, everyone.
Good night.